Right, I am live. Now I'm gonna go live somewhere else. Hello, beautiful people. All right. So I think I'm live on Twitch too. I've never done Twitch before, so we're gonna see how this goes. Very interesting. Do this. Hello, Twitch people. Good to got a new phone here, so I'm gonna see if I can if I can get something going. All right. Hey, Chad, if you could say something if you're there, if you can hear me, because I'm using OBS right now and I really can't see if anything's popping up. YouTube, that's not the case, but Twitch, that is the case. Let's see here. Let's get this going. Open this up, log in. Password. Hello, folks. We'll have to do this real quick. Still be on here. Hello, hello, what's up? Can y'all hear me okay? Would still be on here. Hello, hello, what's up? Can y'all hear me okay? If you can, let me know. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Moo. All right, Mr. Cow official. I appreciate the holding true to the cause there. Moo, back to you. All right. All right, done. Sir, sir. Profile. That seems to be good. I am live now and I have one viewer actually on Twitch. Excellent. So thank you, Twitch viewer. You are my first viewer on Twitch. And I am good. Hello, all of you beautiful people on YouTube. I traditionally stream over here, but I'm trying something new here. Turtle Squad. I go way back as far as Turtle Squad goes, but it may be different than what you were thinking because I am old. I'm about to be 38, so I'm 37. Don't want to get ahead of myself. But I was such a big fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was a kid that they called me Kyle-a-bunga. So there is that. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. To turn this all the way down. And then I've got this. I think I should be able to see my chats on Twitch here. Maybe. I don't know. And on there. But all right, so what are we doing today? What are we doing today? We are setting up my Notion for my new company. The company is Ecology, which is ECHOLOGY .io. Feel free to check that out. My first product is called Vanta, which stands for Vertically Aligned Native Technology Architecture. And it is a local first AI solution and data processing and structuring platform. And then I've got a couple more products as well, but that is what I've built to date. So now I am building out the platform to track everything. And on Twitch, I can show you what that looks like here. So this is kind of what we're looking at. I've already got all of the tasks updated here with the 25 buckets that I will be using. And y'all can't really see that. So maybe if nah, that's no good for you. Um, so go over to Twitch if you want to see my screen. But I've got the 25 buckets here, and then you can see the workflow of how all of these buckets actually work together and the flows that you can go through with different kind of types of work and what those flows look like. So I'm going to continue that, but now with the projects. I've already started, so I've got core projects, R&D, innovation, integration, infrastructure. Keep going over here. Customer success, go to market, marketing, load more. We've got partnership, and then this guy all the way over here should actually be over here somewhere. Where'd you go? Why does it not want to move? This is strange. Let me X that. And then go over here. This was giving me trouble. I was actually doing this on my phone earlier, and for some reason, I was getting the same issue. See, it keeps going back to the end, and I'm not sure why. So I'm going to mess with that a little bit here. Let me move this over to the side, move left, and then let me pull. Let's see. Yeah, I'll pull this over here. Oh, interesting. So I'm not logged into Twitch even though I'm streaming, which is weird because I can see it here. Stream information, password. So I'm gonna get it off of here. Let me go into my password manager, which is Proton Pass. And let me get into here and view. All right, so now I have to look over my camera. Actually, I could just move it on my screen. That's a little smarter. Here we go. All right, now I've got everything where I want it. And I'll actually go back here so you can just see me. Password. Let me get this thing going. Hmm. Always a two-factor authentication. Come on, man. Oh, goodness. All right, all over the place. Hello, two people. Here we go. New mail, Proton mail. Get back in here. All right, that should be good. Gonna name this one first stream. Minds and ecology.io. Category. On categories, I don't know exactly how that works. Stream info successfully updated. Maybe that's all I need to do. Put the stream chat up here. Hello world. Classic developer first chat. It's gonna make me do this all over again. Log in. On Twitch, there is no I or no dot in between ecology and IO. So you know. Let me do this one more time. Hopefully this is the last time I have to enter this password. Oops. Last part of that password is my favorite part. 41. New verification number. All right. Hello world. All right, so that's done. Stream information is done. Is it done? That's updated. I can actually just close that and we should be good to go now. All right, let me get back into Twitch here. Looks like there's only one person in the chat and it may just be me. All right. So I don't know if that's working, but maybe it is, maybe it's not. I know one thing I do want to do is just listen to a tiny bit of this song. All right. So just didn't have any copyright issues there. That was just a few seconds. All right. So now we are actually good to go. So let me get, how do I want to do this? Yeah, this is how I want to do it. Let me do that. Project bucket. And I'm also using Proton Documents, which is like the first time I've done that. Here we go. Cool. So let's see, partnership. I can go one past partnership to legal and compliance and see if I can get this one to work. No. What the actual fuck? So I'm gonna move this one all the way. Nope. Let me delete, delete. Oh, let me show you what I'm doing. Oh, delete. So these were set up previously for my engineering firm, which was a geotechnical engineering firm. And I turned it into a template to use for my current company. Going to delete that, hide group, hide group. Can't do. This is the strangest thing. New group. Let me see if I can get my team and HR side in here. I mean, the ordering isn't like the most important thing, but it is kind of annoying. Okay, so that one actually went. Let me see if it has something to do with the emojis on these, because it might. So team and HR, finance, nope. Huh, strangest thing. Okay. Well, let me continue to add. I've got operations and admin. We'll send from over here. Going, dropping right in there. Very strange, but hey, I'm not going to fight what's working now. Learning and development is next. This is where courses, certifications, and skill building will go. Copy, paste on. All right, let's keep it working. Got another one here, and this isn't the fastest way to build this out, but I do like seeing it in the actual view. What's up, chat? In both areas, say what's up. Drop a like, subscribe. I put out all kinds of content all the time, so you'll be able to watch me actually like build this business from scratch, which is kind of cool, I think. I like doing it anyways. All right, and I am sober, so non-alcoholic beer. Mm, it's very good. Very, very good. All right, strategic initiatives. And now I'm into my project status overlay. So I've got exploration. Go back over here. New group. Exploration. Done. Now let's do a new group. We've got approval queued. Copy here. Done. It's crazy that just says finance and fundraising and then legal and compliance are at the end. And that's actually fine because those aren't common ones anyways. All right, active sprint. Um, color testing and validation. New one here, new group. All right. Load more groups. New group. And like I said, I know this is not the most efficient way to do this, but it is fun for me. So we're going to go with it because it's fun for me. On hold. Here we go. I have all these other views I could do, you know, open projects, all projects, timeline, calendar. The Kanban board seems to make the most sense for most people. So I'll stick with that. More testing validation on hold. So next one on hold. Yeah, let me pull this out a little bit and drop it down. That way I'm not having to go back and back and back. All right, so what am I doing? Paste in, on hold, done. Okay, okay. I don't really like that color. Let's change that to brown. Brown seems to be like a good on hold color. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. Alrighty. And I don't know, YouTube folks, do any of y'all watch anything on Twitch? This is my first stream on it ever, so I have no idea if this is the right thing to do. But here we go. All right, on hold. What's up next? We've got shipping, new group, done. We've got complete, copy. So these aren't really, that's okay. So I'm going to change them up here. So I've got core product. Let me go here. Now we have phases here. If I move it over here, I can put it in two different phases. Okay. So maybe I'll put it in like, that actually works. That's fine. So, so I can put like phase, core product, and then also exploration for that given product. So actually that works really well. So that's fine. So I'll keep doing what I'm doing because I was looking for this project status overlay and wanted to make sure that it would make sense like in a project's life cycle. And I think it does, but let me know. Let's see what we got going on here. Still just me streaming. All right. And that's fine. Here we go. YouTube people. Keep this on the side. Ready. That was complete. And now we've got archive. Copy. Paste. Done. New group. And then these are special categories. And because I can do more than one, this is going to work for me because we've got confidential, which everything really is. We've also got, well, I guess not everything, because I will have a lot of open source data, which you all will benefit from. I'm from the South, so I can actually say y'all. I'm actually based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. What's up? What's up, Charlotte? And then we've got quarterlies. Key results tracking. Here we go. Done. All right. So ecology, Kanban, workflow, 25 stages there. Also going to paste this one, Control All, copy, and this is going to be in the second portion. So I'm going to put a divider in here and then paste this in. There we go. Clear that out. Clear that. Project Kanban bucket list. I'd like to add this to dictionary, add to dictionary, add to dictionary. All right, we should be good to go now. So now we've got priorities, timelines, budget, owner status bucket, all that. So all of this is now defined. So we've got our Kanban workflows for, let's put buckets for project buckets. And then let's just copy this. And then these are task buckets. All right. So this is looking good. This is looking really good. So now I will go back into here. And this is the main place. So let me go ahead and see if I can add a linked page. I couldn't do this on my phone earlier. Let me go to, hmm, it's not my team space. Let me move this to here, move to private, and then let me see if I can, which is strange because I got, maybe that's, maybe it's pulling from a different location. To page, no, there it is. See, that is strange, but I'll go ahead and do that. Because I want in my resources, I want to be able to quickly go into here to see exactly how these pages are going to work. And that works for me. Okay. Let me duplicate this down. No, I'm not going to. This is just going to live up here in private. It's so strange that it won't. Hmm. Anyways, so let's go back to here. Now I have a absolute shit ton of tasks. And I mean a shit ton. So now the job is to get all of these tasks that are in here and bring them over into Notion. There we go. So maybe there's a couple of other things I can do in here first. So let's look at the projects. So I'm not going to go with this task list first. I'm going to go with delete that test. Delete that. And oh, one thing I can do, let's go back over here and actually put those emojis back in legal and finance. Let me do that because obviously that was not the issue, and I would like congruency between the look of everything. This one is finance and fundraising. Done. This one is legal and compliance. Copy. Done. I would love no phase to go to the end. So what the actual hell? Edit group. Maybe if I do it down here. Hey, that actually worked. All right, so now I can actually put finance and uh, fundraising behind partnership. So this is actually the fastest way to do this. Let me move my whole head out of the way. All right, so this is the fastest way to actually add groups. Uh, Sort manually, hide empty groups. No, I'm not going to do that. Color columns, yes, absolutely. And now I'm going to move these into the location they should actually be in, which finance and fundraising should be behind partnership. So let's go ahead and start moving it up. Where is partnership? There we go. And then legal and compliance should be right behind that before we get to HR. Okay. I like that. I like no phase at the bottom here. This has everything that I want. Let's change some colors. Can I do that here? Maybe not. So that's getting nitpicky. But hey, I can get nitpicky. It's my baby. All right. This looks really, really good. So exactly 30 minutes into the stream, and I have done what I was hoping to do, which is build this thing. So I've got all of my tasks in here, which I love. And then maybe should I number these other ones? If I do, it will be traditional numbers because these tasks are point oh something. So yeah, that's actually a really good idea. So I'm gonna go back into projects and I'm gonna rename these because it'll be one, two, and then it'll be 1.0. And then I can say, okay, go to project 2.6 or whatever it is, 2.06. And then we'll be able to see, okay, what project is at what phase, which is actually a cool idea. All right, let's go back into here. So I'll slow down for a second, say what's up, see if anybody wants to talk or not. I might stop the stream here and then do another YouTube stream using OBS because I'm a little bit more familiar with it. This is just my first Twitch stream, so I wanted to give it a shot. And got to start somewhere, right? So there's that. All right. That doesn't look too bad. Let's see here. Oh, it's all the way back. Is that better? I don't know. At least now you can see, my screen that I'm diving into before I dive into it. That's kind of cool. And then obviously go all the way in. Boom. That's all I've got set up right now. Go ahead and lock this audio input. This audio input's much better than it was. Um, I did have the audio just plugged into my Mac Mini, and that wasn't working like super well. For some reason, the volume was very low, and I like it to be just as high quality as possible. So I ended up getting a jack that plugs directly into the video source, my camera. So it seems to be working just a lot better, higher quality, anyways. And that's what I'm looking for. Want to give y'all what you need. Hey, I like the 3 likes. Thank you so much. Drop a few more likes. One person who's in here. I appreciate you. I'm not too turtly for the turtle squad. I'm currently wearing green. What is my hands doing? I'm seeing it on the stream right now. That's funny. My hand just sits like this. That's cool. All right. Okay, I guess I can finish this up before dropping off, and I'll just number everything. Let me double check numbering. 0.01, 0.02, 0.1, 11, 0.25. Yeah, go into projects. And I'll dive back into this scene here. And it's really just 2.0, done, 3.0, done, and group. I'll do it this way. It's a lot faster. Oh, can I? In group. Can I edit them? Oh, right click, edit. No face. I can just move them around, but I can't edit. All right, that's fine. And then back here we are. I put my glasses on so I don't get a headache. And I am all alone. That's all right. The one person in here is me. That is also okay. Great. Infrastructure 4.0 done. Customer. I think there may be some overlapping numbers eventually. Like there's going to be a lot of 1.01 or 1.00, I guess. I can see where most of my tasks need to go. 2.0 done. Load more. And this is going to be a template that anybody can use. So this is going to be something that I'll be exchanging for email addresses to start building my lists, which is an important thing. Seventeen, one of my favorite numbers. And I like that it is exploration. Mm, mm, Load more. How many do we have here? Guess I could look at my list over here. I've got 28. Hmm, 21.0, 0.0. You're just watching me count. It's got to be some exciting stuff, huh? Just be the two more. Done. All right. So that works. That is fantastic. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So let me go into here, into a project, core product, new project. That's going to be, and nope, if I can spell it, Vanta. All right. That is Vanta. Let's look at it here. Phase. It's going to be in core product. It's also going to be active sprint. And then confidential. Okay. Now we can do a task. Let's see. Let's do um, define and document pipeline. We are going to create that new task, define and document pipeline. It's in progress. The bucket is going to be testing in QA. I do more than one bucket. I can't. Nope, I cannot. So let's do testing in QA. Priority, urgent, status, in progress, no billing, no client, no contact name. Let's put a due date of this Thursday. Owner, that's me. Just change my color. Yeah, orange is good. No, going green. Interactions, no interactions. Files, parent item. Nope. Sub item. Nope. I could do all that. And then I'll just keep it as is right now. So Vanta, now if I go to my tasks, you can see it here. You can see my product, define and document pipeline. Let's change that to, and let's add an icon, define, no, pipe, pipeline. Let's see what we got for a pipeline. Is that kind of like a pipeline? Kind of. I don't necessarily like it though. Fire. Ooh, that looks good. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and oops, delete that one. Open C Corp, bucket inbox. Uh, let's go to research bucket, priority, urgent, in progress, billing client, new, due date. We'll put that for Friday. If we can, owner again, that is me. Project. Don't really have, what would this be? That's infrastructure. Infrastructure. New project. Infrastructure. No, this one is going to be classical building status in progress. Deliverable. Ooh, see, I need to change all these. These are old. Interesting. The deliverable, I'm going to end up changing or removing all of these. Task Open C Corp. Due date. Let's put by the end of this month. Let's put the 27th. That seems like a good day. Phase. Infrastructure. It's easy. This one's also confidential. And this one is operations. All right. Open C Corp. It's going to be, let's unlock it. Open lock. We'll unlock everything. That seems good. I like everything in lowercase for some reason. Maybe less distracting, but there we go. Tasks, projects, infrastructure. Let's look in projects. Fanta. Status in progress. No, no interactions. Phase is good. So it needed to be in progress for me to ship. And I'm going to put this one at the very end of the month. Contract, project timeline, staff. Oh, change all that. So within projects, I think I've got to clean this up. I might just remove, maybe not. The deliverable should probably stay in there. Yeah, okay, that will work. All right, so let me go back to ecology. And now we've got Vanta, actually infrastructure is ahead. All right. So now you can see the dashboard is beginning to populate. I've got a million more tasks to put in here. You can see I've got my task window, my project window, any customer interactions I can see in here. Got sample clients, which I'll show you what one of those looks like. So you can see how this is set up. And then you've also got their tasks, interactions, and projects underneath there. So that is basically it for now. And I will call that good. Thank you for joining me on this little adventure into Twitch land. And that was fun. All right. I'll see you next time. Hello, one person. Uh, I just got done streaming my first Twitch broadcast, which is pretty cool. Mm, all right. I'm going to end this one too. Thanks for watching. See you next time.